Hi guys, welcome to this edition of Geek Week. Hi guys, welcome to this edition of Geek Week. We're going to talk about cabin pressure, the night of the doctor, and my brief thoughts on this week's Once Upon a Time. So cabin pressure. This week, John Finnemore made the sad announcement that cabin pressure is coming to an end. There will be a final episode called Zurich, and it's going to be a 45-minute special. Hopefully, they're going to record it shortly after New Year's, but they're not sure yet. The format is something that John's been planning for a long time, and it wasn't entirely unexpected in the fandom. If you aren't familiar with Cabin Pressure, it's a radio comedy on BBC4 that has gone 3 seasons, and each episode is named after a place, and they're in roughly alphabetical order. So the first episode was called Abu Dhabi, the second episode was called Boston, the third episode was called Cremona, etc. There were a few that aired out of order, but they were written and recorded in the proper order. So that's been the idea. And the last episode of season 3 ended on the letter Y and a cliffhanger. So we all knew that if he was going with just the alphabet and only the letter Z was left, and you'd either have to restart the alphabet or you'd go into another alphabet or whatever. And that's not what he wants. He doesn't want the actors to get tired of doing the show. He doesn't want the audience to get tired of listening to the show, have to recycle material, that kind of thing. So this is the way he planned it. And, oh yes, it does star Benedict Cumberbatch, but even though I came for the Cumberbatch, I stayed for the Finnemore. Cabin Pressure is a really excellent show, and if you're a fan of radio series, you should totally check it out because it's really funny and very intelligent and just brilliant. I'll probably eventually be talking more about this as we get more information. I will put the link to John Finnemore's blog post about it down below if you are interested at all. So this week, the Doctor Who fandom got their minds blown. The BBC released a mini-sode that leads up to the 50th called The Night of the Doctor, and we were visited by an old friend, Doctor Number 8, Paul McGann. It was really thrilling. It was a total surprise, and as far as the story of it, it was what the fandom was expecting, that 8 regenerated into this new war doctor that's being played by John Hurt, who in turn must have regenerated into Christopher Eccleston's doctor. It's kind of weird that John Hurt's doctor is technically 9, which makes 10 11, and 11 12, and 12 Peter Capaldi into 13. I'm sure we're getting around it by calling John Hurt the War Doctor, but still. Anyway, Paul McGann's return was really exciting. I enjoyed the mini-sode. I sort of fell in love with 8 in those 6 minutes. I really do have to watch his movie now. I was going to a few weekends ago at home, and I never got around to it, but I really want to now. So we did, in fact, get some classic Who tie-ins. I still stand by the it had so much potential spiel that I was on last week, but bringing back 8 for the Night of the Doctor was a fantastic move, and I am pleased as punch about it. And as far as I know, they managed to keep that under wraps, so good on you, BBC. I will be visiting some friends in Boston this weekend, so I'm going to be a bit late on watching the special, but Lord knows I won't be able to go on Tumblr without getting spoiled, so I'm absolutely going to find a download or watch link ASAP. The night of, probably, or the next day. I just want to briefly mention Once Upon a Time. Spoiler alert, Peter Pan is Rumpelstiltskin's dad. I mean, it was a surprise, but at the same time, it also wasn't a surprise, because they do really stupid stuff like that all the time. So, I don't know, you guys. I loved the first season of Once Upon a Time. Was not crazy about where they went in season 2. The first episode of this season started out really good, and now I feel like they're falling into what they did in season 2 again. So I don't know how much longer it's gonna go on. I feel like its ratings are still okay, but I don't think it's doing as well as ABC would probably want it to do. So we'll see. I mean, I'm still emotionally invested in a lot of the characters, especially the evil characters. Whoops. So far this season, not really doing anything for me. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week. I might end up doing just a Day of the Doctor review, but we'll see what has happened in the world of fandom by that time. Bye!